first time you've gone to a decision in victory. What does that kind of say? Do you learn anything through this experience tonight?
Yeah, I learned quite a bit, man. I mean, I wanted to get the finish naturally, but I mean, I wanted to go in there and, show everybody that I'm more than just a brawler. I know I got a little loopy and threw a few wild punches. We'll tighten it up. We'll fix it next time. And I also wanted to show everyone that, my gas tank was better. Everybody's been kind of knocking my cardio from my last fight, and they don't know that I didn't really get to train till the last 3 weeks of my last camp. I was dealing with so many injuries and stuff that I pretty much had to run and swim for most of my camp, and then I got to spar a little bit 3 weeks out, and then it was a terrible camp, man. Super tough on me. So I wanted to show everybody, that I do have a gas tank, that I can go the distance, and like, I know I went the distance in my last fight, but I had to struggle through it, and I could have went another round or two tonight. I mean, I felt good in there as far as my cardio goes, and I got a dietitian this time, and everything seems to be clicking now.
Yeah, and you mentioned, people look at you as a brawler, and it seems like very quickly you've got a reputation of that despite just a couple fights. Is that something you don't want, though? You want to be known as, a contender, not just an exciting brawler.
Yeah, man, I'm here to try to win a belt. I mean, naturally I'll always have a little bit of that wildness in me. It's just engraved in my spirit. But I want to be more than just a brawler. I come here to show two things. One, that I do have the best team, and that I'm where I need to be. Like Agogi Combatives, PMAC. I mean, I'm with who I need. I'm where I'm supposed to be with my team. And I also wanted to show people that I do belong in the UFC. Like, everybody's kind of telling me that I'm not UFC caliber on the media, all these couch potatoes that ain't never done nothing with their life, and it's kind of upset me, and, I just wanted to show everybody that I'm here to play, I'm here to stay, and I will win fights in dominant fashion, so I am a contender.
And I'm guessing when you came in, you probably signed a 4-fight deal, so is the next one the last one, or are you hoping to get extended, right now?
I mean, we'll see what Dana and them want to do. I feel like, my first 2 fights, I had an opponent drop off my first one 14 days out. My second fight, it was 8 days out. And now I've traveled all the way across the world, with not making, I'm grateful for the money, but I'm not making the greatest money in the world yet. So, I wanted to, just show them that I am a company man. So if they want to renegotiate and pay old boy, what I feel like, what I'm worth, and that's cool. And if I've got to, sleep another person or tap somebody out, or go to the decision, get another win, then that's what I'll do. But I mean, I'm always up for making more money, man.
Of course. And what do you want to do for the next one? Is there someone you'd like to fight, or a place or a timeline for you to fight again?
I ain't got anything in mind really, man. I know one of these days I'd like to get that Chepe fight back. So, we're going to talk to my coaches, fix a few more things that I need to fix in my game, and then, we'll go from there. But as far as places or people, man, I just line them up, man, and I'll knock them down.
Trevor, over here. A lot was made that Mohammad was he was the first fighter from, the UAE to fight in the UFC, and they even had him at open workouts. They did a media day with him. Do you think maybe the moment got to him, having all of these eyes on him when he finally stepped into the octagon?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's got to be a lot of pressure. I mean, I watched his interview, and he was talking about me coming here to his land, and the pressure was on me, and I'm like, brother, you're fighting your debut fight in front of your hometown. You're the first guy to ever do it from this country. Like, the pressure's not on me, man. I'm a little redneck kid from Alabama, you know what I mean? I'm coming over here with my coaches and a little bit of my family. Like, pressure's all on you, and I could see it all over his face, man. I mean, I can smell fear as easy as I can smell barbecue or something, man. I mean, I can sense it, like it's nothing. I mean, I've just got that fighter sense, and I said that at weigh-ins, I told him, I said, man, they're all going to watch you fall, brother. And it wasn't nothing personal, man. I mean, I'm sure Yahya's a good guy, but this is my time, man. I've got some things I got to prove to myself, to my world, to my team. So, I hate that they try to use me to build the guy. If you're trying to build somebody, don't put them in there with me.
Did you ever think you would be fighting in Abu Dhabi, coming up in Alabama?
No, man. Absolutely not. I mean, I was really and truly, I never thought any of this would happen. I mean, Jesus, I mean, he's so good to me, man. I can't say it enough. I've had a lot of emotional moments this week. You know, I've cried. You know, I've been so thankful that, you know, I've sat out, watched the sunrise, and just soaked in the moment, and just, you know, really and truly, I wasn't even supposed to be able to leave the United States for another 4 years because of my past, man. I was on probation and stuff. So, you know, I got all that worked out. You know, I did so good with that they let me off early and let me chase a dream of mine. So I'm super grateful for that.
So, are you gonna? Did you enjoy having to come out all the way here, and would you kind of look to fighting like in Brazil and Europe and in Australia and stuff, or would you prefer to keep everything at home?
You know, I was a little nervous about making that far of a trip just because, like, a few of these fights I haven't felt that good on fight day, but, you know, it comes down to that was all my diet, man. My weight cuts have been super tough on me, but, you know, we got over here. I want to say we got here on the 12th or 13th, you know, so we had a good bit of time to adjust and acclimate and everything. And, man, the UAE is beautiful. I mean, we've absolutely loved it here. We've had a blast, man. Y'all got some of the prettiest land I've ever seen, and super grateful. UAE, like, everybody, thank you guys for having me, man. It's been an honor and a privilege to be in y'all's land.
The final one for me, you were saying that people were telling you you're not UFC caliber and this and stuff, but you're 2-1 in the UFC, and you know you're 8-1 total. So what are they seeing? Who's telling you this?
I mean, it's just these couch potatoes that never done nothing with their life, man. You know, it's easy to sit there on a keyboard and behind a computer screen and critique somebody, but you know, like I said, man, there's people that don't have anything better to do with their lives but sit there and critique people. And, you know, I'm daring to be great, man. I'm laying it all on the line. It's tough. It's tough getting in there, man. And you know, you can't blame anybody except for yourself whenever you get in there, man. So, I mean, I'm laying it all on the line. I want to be a performer, an entertainer, you know, so I'm just going to try my best to be them things. But I am a contender, man. I will be a contender. I will fight for the title. I will grasp the title one of these days.